Hi everyone, Bethany here to show you how to make super easy dividers and page markers for your planner. And I promise, sometimes you see something and they're like, easy DIY. And then you go to do it and you're like, that's not easy. That requires 14 steps and 52 different pieces of material. Not easy. This, I promise, should be everybody's definition of easy. And it basically requires like two things. So what you're going to start out with is a existing planner, or existing divider, pardon me. This one's for like a regular letter size binder because they already have the tabs. And that is always, at least in my opinion, the hardest part about making your own from like scrapbook paper or something, is that it's harder to cut these little tabs out. So if you buy one with the tabs already in it, you're already ahead of the game. The other great thing is you can, because you're making this smaller from what it really is, let's say, for example, this is like, the third tab in the set, but you could make it whatever tab you want based on where you're going to cut out. So the easiest way to cut out, I find, is by using a paper cutter like this. Now, you can, if you already have a tab or you have a tab that came with your planner, it's super easy just to use that tab as your guide for cutting, or you can also use the ruler marks on your cutter. Sometimes I find that easier than others. Sometimes it's more difficult to try to line this up. But absolutely the easiest is just use this as your guide. You can also decide, okay, I want this one to be the tab that comes right before this, lay it in place. Or maybe I want this to be the, the one to come, I guess. Yeah, flip it over, and that's the other thing. You just kind of keep flipping. You want it to be the one that comes after, like this. And I apologize, I realize I picked the same color. Makes it harder to see the difference, but you can kind of see what I mean here, right? Okay. So, just going to put this in your little cutter. Pardon me. Using this as your guide. Oops, I was going to make it so that it's the one like this. I'll line that up. Whoop, line that up. Do a quick whoop. I find this one's pretty flexible, pretty thin. The paper cutter goes through it no problem at all. I've done ones with thicker, and I still have no problem with the cutter. You might have to do like two little passes, but yeah. And then line it up again. Part of my arm. Just move that out of the way. Get this lined up. Whoop. And there you go. Now, how easy was that, right? Make sure you know where you want the tab to end up. In this case, it's coming before this tab. Punch your holes, and you're done. Like, seriously, I told you, super easy, right? Super easy. Now, the other thing is I did page markers. And let me show you one here. So this is what I've done. Now you'll notice the holes are here, and I've actually split them so that I can take them in and out, and the tab's at the top. Same idea, except when you go to line up, let me see if I can show you one here. You go to line up your tab, instead of looking at the tab as something that sticks out the side, whoop, sticking out the top. And again, you could still, I have 3 of them in my planner. I use one for my month, one for my day, and then one for next week. Because of the way my planners work, I find it's easier to flip forward to next week. So I did sort of something like this when I was doing them. I cut them out. I lined them up so that they would kind of all, alternate. And then again, the same idea. Just cut it and then punch your holes so that your bump is at the top. There, page marker. So 4 minutes, that's like a record for me to get my video done. And I will say goodbye and hope you have a great day. Bye.